Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to Apron Strings. And oh my goodness, it's been a minute, hasn't it? Been a lot going on around here. You know, we're prepping for little Richard's wedding, and there's been a lot to do. I've been busy getting the house decorated for fall because we actually had a pantry shower for them where people brought groceries and things to do with the kitchen. Besides, they had a wedding shower at the church, but we had a pantry shower, which was so much fun. I had about 40 people here, and they brought canned goods and baking goods and cake plates, and I mean, they did themed, some of them did themed gifts, like my friend did a cake plate with everything to go with the cakes. Josh, I call him my adopted grandson, they live behind us, his mom did one with her casserole dish and everything that goes in the casserole, minus they use the ground deer meat, so she told them when it comes time to make it, come back there and get some deer meat to make the casserole. And then in her box was a recipe box, and we snuck cards to everybody to bring her their favorite recipes. It was just cool. Mine was baking stuff, the air bake pans, the rack to cool the cookies on, the cookie scoops, the big scooper like this to get the cookies out with. I don't know what all was in there, probably flour and all the stuff to bake with. And then that's just three of the themed ones that I can think about, but they got so many wonderful. One lady, in her gift was a fruit cocktail, and she makes a delicious fruit cocktail cake, so that was the recipe card she gave. It was a wonderful time of fun and fellowship. Their pantry stocked. They got lots of pastas and pasta sauces and canned corn and green beans. I mean, just their pantry, it's great to help kids get a start and not have to spend a fortune on groceries. And it didn't cost anybody a fortune to bring 2 or 3 cans of something if they wanted to help. So that was a fun thing that I prepped for. That's why I haven't been here. I've been busy. I told y'all it was going to be a busy time for me getting ready for this wedding. Well, I've got my pantry shower behind me. Well, the next thing is the rehearsal dinner will be here. And my daughter and Laura and her daughter make some of the most delicious pasta sauces you've ever tasted. It's like going to some high-class restaurant. So it's going to be an Italian theme, and that they're going to be doing pastas, etc. for the rehearsal dinner. So what I'm going to do today, I'm not going to cook on this video, but I want to give y'all a tour and show you what I've done for the fall decor throughout the house, because another thing is, on the day of the wedding, of course, the bride and her attendants will be getting dressed here in my house. So I wanted a little bit of fall all over the house where it would be festive, and trying to make the most wonderful memories that we can make. So I'm going to get started, and I'll just walk y'all through the house and show you what I've done. And it's been a lot of work. Y'all say, that's a lot of stuff. Y'all, I've lived in this house since 1984. And I collect at the end of the season every year when everything goes on 90% off. I go get me a little bit more stuff for next year, for Christmas and for the fall. So yep, I have lots of stuff, and you know what? When it goes on sale this year, if I got 25 cents, I'm going to go get me 25 cents worth more and collect it, because that is my joy. I love my home. I am a homemaker. That's my career. And so I'm not going to retire from my career. I'm going to keep doing what I enjoy doing. So let's get started on fall 2024. Okay, let's just start here in the kitchen. By the stove, I've got my stove pumpkin pot that I bought many years ago out, and I use it, and I do put my soups in it. And see, you can see through the arch the tree that I have in the den. So let's go from here over. I've got butter getting soft to make cookies. This is my centerpiece on my bar. Just some stuff put in a bread bowl with some little, I don't know what you call those little things around it, but I like them. And then, I don't have much over here. I have a fall tablecloth, the candle holder that has the little tea lights in it that are battery operated. And the little sign says, the fondest memories are made gathered around the table. And you know, I've always told y'all, take time to sit down and have a meal with your family. And this poor old turkeys want everybody to eat ham. Then over here, I have the battery operated little candles that I bought into the season several years ago. Didn't even know if they'd work because I've never used them, but they work perfectly. A pretty little dish towel that April had bought me years ago. I'm going to go ahead and show y'all this room. This is my computer room. And I do have the day bed in here. And look at this beautiful hand embroidered quilt top that my mother got at a garage sale when she lived in Kerrville, Texas for $15. Now somebody's mama took time to make this. And let me tell you, the little squares are perfectly lined up. It's beautiful. Mother didn't quilt it. She just put some fabric backing on it and put a border around the bottom. But I've got this in here for a touch of fall. And then over here in the corner, let me get where you can see good. I had to move my rocking chair out of the den because I needed to put my tree up in there. So I've got my rocking chair that we bought before my son was born in 1971. So here's all of this. So now we're going to go into the den. Well, on the way to the den, we'll stop by the coffee bar. See, I've just got little touches of fall, some leaves, some berries. And then around my chicken up here, that's a real stuffed chicken that I bought in the 80s in Kerrville, Texas. Mother and Dad lived out there. We went to Fredericksburg, and I bought it at a taxidermy shop there. And hoped then that someday I could have real chickens, and I do. But she's been sitting in this house ever since we moved in. And then I've just put little bits of fall here and there just to have a touch. Okay, let's go in here. I've just added fall everywhere. This is afghans that I made two. I made one for me and one for Mama years ago. A little bit of fall everywhere. A little bit of fall. I'm going to trip myself on my own shoe and fall down. That wouldn't be good. That's fall, but that's not what I wanted to show you. That's one of my green plants, and I've just added some fall plants to it. I don't know. There's the arch with the stuff around it. And my table that I love so much that I got at Home Goods. And then I have my big tree, which will be changed to Christmas after Thanksgiving. But it's all fall right now. Let me get over here close and y'all can see a little bit better. The top. It's just got picks and pumpkins and stems and all kinds of stuff in it. Y'all, I love fall and Christmas. That's my time of the year. Those are some stick lights that I got last year into the season at the Boulevard over in Magnolia, Texas. I really like them. They're just stuck down in my snake plant. I have a little bit up here on top of this cabinet. That candle, I should have lit it. It's a battery candle. And then, of course, all of my figurines are in that cabinet. This cabinet is a treasure. A friend gave this to my mother. It was her mother's, with the understanding that when something happened to my mom, I would get the little cabinet. So the way I met her and Mom met her, we were in home interior together, and she was our leader. So it's neat to me to have the cabinet that Judy gave us with my home interior figurines in it. Just some tidbits, more of those little lights that I love so much. I wish I had more. And I'll see if they put some on sale at the end of this year. I ordered some pillow covers and I just zipped them over my existing pillows to have for the fall, and I will change them out for Christmas the same way. A little bit more. This is always fall over here, but I got the little lighted pumpkin in there. I don't know if you can see that it's lit up. Got a vine going up my lamp. I have pillows that I got at, I think, TJ Maxx. More fall floral. Then around the fireplace. That's my chair. I thought I would show y'all the front porch. I've got some stuff around the front door. Mom's. My goat's cart with my wagon in it. The wind's blowing, it's been raining, and we needed the rain so much. Here's the little wreath on my front door. And the mums that go with a little bit of stuff at the front. Okay, when you walk in the front door, this is what you see, the old Singer sewing machine. And I just added a little fall with the figurines that stay up there year round. Then what's actually behind the door has a little bit of fall with it as well. Now I'm going to go and show you my rooms back here. This is my washroom. I love the little Highland cows. And I've just added some fall to the old irons that are in the windowsill. Fall over there. I just took some colored dish towels to dry hands on and put some pumpkin napkin rings on them to keep them kind of decent. This is something else that I'm going to do a video on. It is my memory tree, and I'm going to show you all what all's on it, but not in this video. So now I'm going to show y'all what I've done in the bedrooms. I have just a touch at the end of the hallway in a basket. In the front bathroom, I've added just a little bit of fall flowers to the ivy that's in here. This is the bedroom that was my son's when he was at home. And I've added some fall over on the nightstand. But everything fall goes really well with this room because of the colors. And it's one of my favorite rooms. I actually have not added fall to this room yet. I will do something because this is probably the room where the bride will dress. This is the one that was my sewing room that I told y'all I moved my sewing room to the close to the screened room, and this is, and I've got my curtains started for in here that are going to be raggedy like the ones in the next bedroom. You'll see what I'm talking about. I do have some fall pillows and a little fall looking bunny stuff at the foot of the bed. This is the kind of curtain, stringy curtains that I'm going to put in the other room. My bed just has some fall pillows on it, and then to the side of the bed I have some floral and another pillow to add a touch of fall in here. Okay, now we're stepping down out of the kitchen, going out to, this used to be carport before we closed it all in and added the sunroom years ago. So this is going out to the sunroom. I have my rug. I have pumpkins underneath my plant here. And I'm just going to span it. Rugs that I got it Tuesday morning years ago. And I'm talking about years ago. I hate that they went out of business. I've got a garland that I made from pigs down my table, and those are little battery operated candles that will be turned on when it comes time for the rehearsal dinner. I've got my little wagon full of pumpkins and stuff, and there's one of my trees. I have another tree over in the corner. And a picture my mom painted. And by the way, the picture that's in there on the mantle, on the fireplace, Mom painted also. Okay, I'm going to pan real carefully down the table. I don't want to make you all busy. Just a little something in the middle of that table that will be changed, I'm sure, because we're going to have to put some more tables up out here for And here's my biggest tree that I have out here. And then I'm just going to pan down this way. I have another tree, but I also right here, I just put some pumpkins and leaves on my clock. I don't have any pillow covers that'll fit these pillows. This is my little greenhouse that usually sits over there on the middle of the farm table. But I moved it because when people sit to eat, we move it every time. Nobody likes to try to look over it to see somebody, so I just took care of that ahead of time. Here's my tree that's on this end. A little bit of fall stuff on the lamp. A little bit of fall on that table. That's the big corn plant that my high school class of 1970 bought me when my husband passed away, and I'm so proud of it. It's doing good. There's that. When we moved in this house, these two chairs, lazy boy recliners, were the only new furniture we bought, besides a waterbed for my son. And they were blue. And a few years back, I had them recovered in red. And let me tell you, lazy boy, good furniture. The mechanism still works perfectly. Okay, on the piano, I just added some stuff to my lamp that stays up there all the time. And there are tea lights that are battery operated in the little holders there. This is more plants from the funeral. And I love plants, so I'm keeping them alive. I do have some garlands over here that I'm going to put one at the top of that across there, and I don't know what I'm going to do. This is the kennel that Dozer stays in when he comes to visit, and I've got to take it apart and get it out of here. Okay, I'm just going to pan the room before we go back into the house. This was a patio that we came from this same door from the carport out here, and we closed it in and added to it. And it's 16 wide, 48 long, and this is a wonderful place to gather. Very thankful for it. There's my prayer plant with some pumpkins under and around it and some sunflowers stuck in it. Up in the kitchen, don't we? This is the hub of my home, and it's my happy place. I love cooking. I love serving. It's just fun. I'm enjoying the fire to get ready for this wedding because I'm getting to entertain and have people and cook, and it's just fun. So I hope y'all have enjoyed the tour. There ain't no food going to be in this one. I'm finna have some food. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten today yet. But I do have some cookies that I'm going to be making for the wedding. And it's cookies that you mix up and you roll and put in cylinders and freeze and slice and bake. And so I'm going to video that when I do it. Won't be too long. Maybe this afternoon I'll try to get some of them in the freezer. Richard didn't want a traditional groom's cake. He wanted a table with a lot of cookies and stuff. So he's going to get what he asked for. So I'll be back in a day or two with cookies, and probably more cookies and prep for the wedding, and I'll just try to let y'all come along for the ride. Thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for hanging with me in my 4-week absence. Y'all can see I've been busy, and it's going to be as busy as 4 weeks till the wedding. The last week don't count, that's Thanksgiving. So y'all know I'm going to be busy for the next little while. But I'll try to pop in and keep y'all updated and show you what's going on, then get back to normal 1st of December with my Christmas goodies. The good Lord bless y'all. Go vote tomorrow, Tuesday. Go vote. And if your candidate that you're voting for does not stand for your Christian values, don't vote for them. Can't tell you how to vote, but be mindful of pleasing the good Lord with decisions that are made. I'll talk to y'all later.